The so-called Tennessee Three have gone massively viral over the internet over the last 2 weeks. They stood up to the Republicans who refused to do anything about school shootings. But something else was also happening in the Tennessee legislature as that entire circus was going on. And that is the fact that the legislature passed a massive school safety bill that Governor Bill Lee signed into law. The bill massively increased funding for school safety, as well as developed new requirements that schools and school districts have to follow. This includes locking all of their exterior doors while students are present on campus or be subject to fines, requiring all newly built public school facilities to install classroom door locks and security for visitors. It also required all school districts to have a threat assessment team, share their floor plans and safety plans with local law enforcement, and require active shooter training once a year for all armed resource officers. It also required private schools to do much of the same. At the same time, the legislature is still considering an amendment to their budget that would include a $140 million funding grant to put an armed resource officer in every public school, $30 million to expand a homeland security network to monitor school threats, $20 million for public school security upgrades, $7 million for private school upgrades, $8 million for behavioral health liaisons. So this is a bill that did actual tangible things to prevent school shootings. Things that would prevent school shootings more than a quote-unquote assault weapons ban. Because again, assault weapon is not a term that means anything, and rifles are responsible for less deaths every year than knives, as well as hands, fists, and feet. This bill passed the Tennessee House of Representatives with overwhelming bipartisan support. The final vote was 95-4. Do you want to know who voted against it? All three of them. Every single member of the so-called Tennessee Three voted against this school safety bill. They spent all of their time grandstanding in the legislature about how Republicans are doing nothing to stop school shootings because they won't pass a law that takes guns away from law-abiding citizens. And then they all voted against a bill that would do actual things to prevent school shootings. But this is not even the first time this has happened. This happens after every mass shooting. After Parkland, a school safety bill overwhelmingly passed the House with bipartisan support. It didn't take guns from law-abiding citizens, but it provided millions of dollars of federal funding for school safety. It failed in the Senate because Democrats refused to vote for it. After Uvalde, Ted Cruz proposed a similar bill in the Senate. And once again, Democrats blocked it. Because at the end of the day, they don't actually care about preventing school shootings. If they did, they would support bills like the one that Governor Bill Lee in Tennessee just signed into law. All they care about is raising money, going viral on the internet, and gaining power for themselves. And they do that by demonizing law-abiding gun owners. But they don't give a flying fuck about actual school safety.